6:30, we will call the special meeting to order.
I just heard he wasn't doing something.
On the agenda is the deputy auditor position. So I will turn it over to Colin and Noel.
Okay, no, we did interviews, interviewed 3 people, yeah, 3 people. Come down to, I guess I'm gonna just come out and make a motion.
Colin, can I have you speak up just a little bit? It's kind of hard to
Okay,
hear.
I'm gonna make a motion that we offer the deputy auditor position to Erica Meadows. At a wage of $16 an hour to begin as soon as she can give her current her employer 2 weeks' notice.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Have you talked to her about it at all, or?
Yes, I called her, and that was the extent of it. I guess we have not discussed if it was gonna be full-time or part-time.
Okay, so, but she was interested, right? I mean, she
Yes,
wanted it.
yes.
Okay,
So,
all right. Any further discussion?
Do we want to decide on if it's going to be how many hours, or?
I think that's gonna depend on what she wants and what we need her for.
She had
You know, I
indicated
think that
she
can be
was
worked out.
fine with either.
yeah.
She would like
Right.
to have at least 30 hours.
Well, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Right.
Hey, I guess my, question up front is, do we start with part-time leading up to full-time, or do we just do full-time right off the bat? I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll kind of see how it goes. I mean, there is so much work to do. There's so much updating and everything else. It's not like there's not a lot of work to do, so.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking she's going to want to know, though.
Right. And I would say up front, correct me if I'm wrong, but probably for the first 3, 4, 5, 6 months, it's gonna be full-time.
If she wants to, yeah, we could probably use her. I mean,
So I just didn't know from your perspective as far as work to be done, or, learning, training,
yeah. Do we need to keep it though within, if we're gonna say if it's part-time or full-time, because of benefits? If we need to keep it at 30 hours a week if we're not going to offer benefits.
Did that come up when you talked about pay and stuff,
Not the benefits, no.
No, and she never stated that she needed them or didn't need them.
Right.
It might have been assumed. You know what, I guess, let's leave it up to her. If she wants full-time or not, if she's full-time, she's definitely entitled to benefits. So, either whether it's full-time or part-time, we need somebody, and I think she'd be good.
Well, I definitely
Kind of
think
leave it up to her if she wants full-time or part-time.
no less than 30 hours, though.
Right.
I would think, yeah.
I would say,
think that,
maybe,
yeah.
Offer the position, with a minimum of 30 hours,
Right. Okay.
Out of the three, what made her the best that you felt?
A few reasons, some that some of us have thought of before. Thought it was head box a little bit, but I guess my feelings is that she would be, she maybe doesn't bring the most experience, but a lot of experience isn't always a bad thing. I felt she could probably be trained a little easier to show style, so to speak. But I think that my feeling, I think I can speak for other people, that she will be here 5 years from now. We're not going to go through this again in a year down the road. I think it's, just my feeling.
Well, the thing too, we don't, at a meeting like this, it's not up to us to discuss, really, I mean, we can discuss stuff like that, but you can't really get into a lot of detail on why it's your personal or other person, you know what I mean? Just for, like, a privacy thing or whatever, so. That's my thought.
Well, then we should have a meeting before this meeting for them guys to go over everything in private, then one-on-one with the people that are interviewing, so we know what's going on and don't come into it blind, knowing that, yeah, we just wanna hire this one, but we ain't giving you no reason. That ain't the way to do
Well,
it
I
either.
think you did give you a reason.
Yeah, he did, just now. I just asked.
Yeah.
But we haven't had a chance to look at everything. We're going by the recommendation of the HR, that's 2 people, and Chelsea, which is fine, but we have no reference to experience or
Well,
anything.
but that's what we decided to do, is let them, that's what they do, they're the ones that go through them, all you had to do was ask them, say, hey, can I see the applicants, their, resumes and stuff, and that's what I do, I go in and ask for them.
That's what I did too, that's why I asked the question.
Okay, well,
It's good. No worries, man, we're good.
all right, good, that's what I want to hear.
Untie him.
Okay. Okay, any other discussion?
No,
What are you gonna do? Is it gonna be part-time, going into full-time? If you run that 5 or 6 months like you're saying, that's gonna be a good training period. And at that 5, 6 months, look at it, everything's going good, and you think everything's good, then hey, let's do this full-time.
Works for me.
'Cause, I mean, it's gonna take a year at least to get to know everything. Am I wrong?
No.
No, you're not wrong at all. Well, and part of being a deputy auditor is you eventually have to learn, also the auditor's job. So, so yeah, it's gonna take a while.
and keeping in mind that there's vacations, so you need,
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely gonna be times where, I'm gonna say it's gonna be full-time, but where she's gonna work 40 hours a week, if you're gone for
Right.
a week, and so.
Yeah.
Then you just adjust that hours for the next week.
that's not how that works. That's not how overtime works, though.
It's not overtime,
Like-
though.
I mean, that's not
You
how
know,
payroll works.
if she's based on 30 hours and she works 40 hours, and next week she just works 10 hours less.
No, we're not really, I guess my opinion, I'm not saying that, we're saying that you can only do 30 hours.
Right.
It's just, I would like to see a minimum of 30 hours, just so
Right.
she's got some reassurance that we only need you to work 10 hours this week,
Sure.
she doesn't get nothing. So
No,
at least
I
there's
see the
That's
minimum,
any
yeah.
paycheck, yeah.
But I still think, I don't know, that's just my thought, that 5, 6 months, do 6 months, that's half a year. That should get her feet good and wet, and she should have a good understanding on most of it by then. And then go from there for, if it's going good, like I said, then maybe go in and offer the,
Right, and I think a lot of it too is, depending on, now that we're having to do our own specials, how much is gonna get involved there, and there's some unknowns going into this, so.
maybe something happens, or maybe this ain't for her,
Yeah, who knows?
You just,
Plus, if we go with the new software, at least she's here and gets the hours in and can train on the new system. 'Cause I don't wanna see that we put a new system in, but they leave right away, and then only one person's trained. It's nice to train both at the same time,
Right.
if possible.
Right.
So I think a minimum of 30 hours, up to full-time, which would be 40 hours a week, right?
Right.
Because we don't wanna pay overtime,
So basically let me see if this is, clarify this, is it gonna be, full-time or part-time depending on what she wants? Or what did we decide on here with that?
understand what Chelsea feels is needed as well. I mean, you know, once she gets somebody in here and can start working on other things too, I think it's gonna make a big.
I know, but the
I
thing
would-
is,
I
if
would-
we're gonna hire a part-time person, then they're not full-time. If we're gonna hire, you know, are we gonna leave it up to her if she wants to be part-time or full-time?
I would say venture to guess, let's leave it this time as a part-time position, minimum 30 hours, leading into a full-time position.
And we'll review in 6 months?
Yeah.
That'd be the
Do you
new
wanna
commission.
amend the motion?
I don't know if I'd put a 6-month on it. I would be as needed. You know, 'cause that ties you to 6 months kinda, you know.
Well, isn't that usually the probation period, is 6 months?
Well, you know what, I mean, that handbook was written a long time ago. You know, there's a lot of things in that handbook that we aren't following because times change, you know. It was kinda like, you know, you always had to wait 6 months to get health insurance, but now you won't get anybody unless you do health insurance right away. So, you know, I mean, things change, so. And we have talked about rewriting that handbook, so.
Do you wanna amend the motion?
Okay, Larry, I will amend my motion that we hire Erica Meadows, on a part-time basis, minimum 30 hours a week, potentially leading up to full-time, as needed in the future. Make sense?
Okay.
I'll
Do
second
you
the amendment.
amend your second now?
Yep.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay, we'll vote. Colin?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
and I'll say yes. Okay, thank you everybody for coming to the meeting. That's the only thing we can discuss, because that's the only thing on the agenda. So with that, we will, meeting adjourned.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Larry.
Thank you.
Yep, bye.